welcome to Budgeting a Decade to Freedom. And if it's your first time here, we're a couple working our way towards financial independence. Ooh, had a hard time saying that. We're doing it by, well, first we paid off $60K worth of debt in the first 3 years, second 3 year period, which we're in now. We're fast tracking our mortgage. In the last 4 years, we are going to save up our money, invest it, and then call the shots. If you were my previous channel that was called Budgeting a Decade to Freedom, welcome to my new channel. I hope you enjoyed here. There is a video mentioning why I started back up on a new channel to do this. I'll put the link below, but if you're not and you just happen upon us, welcome. We also have a Patreon page where you can get to know us more intimately. The video's there. Some of these videos will also be public, although if you join Patreon, you're going to get the videos ahead of time. You'll have early access to these videos and so much more, and giveaways, and of course, we thank you for supporting our journey because, well, we need support and we love your support. And but if you just want to stay here, that's fine too. We'll put some awesome videos every week for you to watch to follow our journey and follow our progress. That's the most important part. In life, you need progress, and we are finally progressing to something. It took us a long time to figure it out, but we did. And we didn't really stop to not enjoy ourselves or not smell the flowers. We kind of did it our own way. We lowered all of our expenses, and now we're stacking the deck, is what I like to call it, so that we are in advance of all our payments and paying off stuff, so that our expenses, you know, are small, that we're prepared if something happens. All right, so today I'm basically going to do this side of the budget book. This is the expense and payday side. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing the sinking funds and investment sides of this book. I like to decorate, and as I've told people on my other channel, the 25th of November, the week of the 25th, all bets are off. Christmas is coming. We're exactly a month away. I'm decorating for Christmas, and I just about overdosed on red, as you can tell. I got these at the Dollar Tree. I'm a very big Dollar Tree fan. This is a Dollar Tree book that I've gotten, and I decorate my own budget book, as you will see every week I do. So I took some satin, and I put it up here, and I put a different one at the bottom, which is presents. Isn't that pretty? And I put all my little stickers in red, and fa la 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 Noel, of course. All right, so we're going to start right away. The first section of this book, as always, is always our expenses. Here we go. So this is a week's worth of expenses. My husband gets paid 1 week, I get paid the other, and we all have our separate things to pay, but we work together to get it done. So, all right, expenses. You know, I don't know why I write my E that way here and then E different. I really want to write it like this here. I'm going to do it 1 week. I'm going to finally accomplish that. So these are expenses. I'm going to go down, but I'm going to start with the biggest ones that we have. And for you, to show you and to show myself, I wanted to start doing this last week, but I messed it up. I'm going to talk about how much we spend every single time. Every time we spend on groceries, every time we spend on restaurants. So I'm going to list them off across here. First one is groceries, and I'm going to write this here. All right, so this is groceries. Now I'm going to start writing off all the little amounts. There was one little grocery haul for $21.61, then another for $15.82, just to show you how many times we go and buy stuff, right? Then there was one for $26.72. These are probably mostly what my husband goes out and buys. He goes out and buys stuff and then buys some more stuff. We stopped during the week because we ran out of something. That shows poor planning and probably a lack of discipline on our part. But this is the one area we do not really stop ourselves from spending. Maybe at one point we will have to, when we have to live more frugally on what money we have. But for now, we are just, we spend on food and restaurants. So for this week, we spent $329.52. Now, as I say on every other single video that I put up there, we pay this on a credit card. It's a cashback credit card, and then we take the money from the debit and pay it. So this week, I paid $329.52 on a grocery credit card that I have that gives me 4% back. If you are not good with credit cards and you cannot be trusted to pay your full amount, you should not be doing this yourself. We use it because we don't pay any interest. The plastic offers us cash back, so it's money in the bank for us. It's getting it back 4% on this $329.52 that we have spent. All right. So, and then after that, there's restaurants. And again, I'm going to show you just how much we spent here. So, one was $14 plus 37 plus 26 plus 85, that was probably Chinese food, plus 65.80. Not to mention we are a family of four adults, 2 grown boys, myself and my husband. So when we do takeout, it's usually for 4 people. Chinese food has gotten ridiculously expensive, but once in a while we go, yeah, okay, it's Thursday night, everybody's tired, we're buying Chinese food. So in all for this, it comes out to, not too bad, $225.43. Now in all together, I'm going to change colors just so that you can see the difference. Let's see, I'll try some green, because it's red and green for Christmas, folks. That would be in all $554.95, which I've rounded out to $555. So when you see it at the bottom, here as a total, I round it off. I always round off everything. All right. Next up would be we had the mechanic work on one of our cars. That was like 3 weeks ago. We completely forgot him. But he's such a nice guy. He didn't even mention it, didn't even ask. We owed him $50. So we paid him $50. And this is why I wrote reminder here. This is why there's a little sticker. I would have needed to put myself a reminder to remind me to pay such a person who's offered us services. I know $50 isn't much, but you know, it was his $50. All right, next up is, I'm going to write car here. My son Jesse has taken money out to, well, we have loaned him money to get a car. That was done a while back. We haven't really talked about it because it's something personal, and it's not really in our budget because he paid for it. However, he's been laid off. He's waiting for his EI to come in. Hopefully he might be able to claim he started at this job late in the year, so he might not have enough hours. So we're kind of covering him the $50 that he would need to put in that account for this time. And that's our prerogative as parents. So that's a car payment for $50. It's usually not in our budget, but it is this time. I put it aside to make sure that he doesn't have to pay more interest than he has to. So this is gas money for the cars. And by the way, that was a crack for the interest. We don't pay interest in this family anymore except for the mortgage. All right, and the gas, I put $300. I said last time that the $250 hadn't covered it, and it really didn't, and now it's accumulated. It was like $350, so I put $300 in. Next time I'm kind of hoping that I can put another $300 and bring it back down. I'm unsure of why. The gas, it probably has to do with the weather. When the winter hits here, it tends to wreak a little bit havoc on our gas tanks. I don't know why, but I guess it's just the cars work harder. Okay, next up is mortgage, insurance. Now, when we got our mortgage years and years ago, we got insurance to go so that if anything happens to Ed or I, the mortgage is paid. So we got rid of all our life insurance because we have some at work. We got rid of most of all of the redundancies that we had thought we needed through the years, but we kept this one. And it's getting to be more. It was at 105 when we first got it. Our mortgage is now going 74 to 73,000, so it's getting to be unneeded. And I know at one point I'll be able to just get rid of it. I'm figuring when my mortgage gets around to the 20,000 mark, I will be able to just make it disappear. Okay, I put one more, and I don't know why. I think I didn't. I think I put too many in there. So I'm looking at everything, and I think I got everything. What I will do, what I will do is I will put it down here, because then we are a Payday. But first, I have to total all of this out. So we have the groceries and the restaurant and the garage. Sorry. The groceries and the restaurant and the garage and the car payment and the gas payment and the mortgage payment. I was going to put our phone payments because I was paying it half and half, but I put it as a direct payment off my credit card because it gives me 4% on that credit card when I have monthly payments attached to it. So it was better off, and it will probably be passing by Ed's next paycheck. So, all right, let's write this as, we'll put another little happy face on the other side here, and we'll put income. There you go, income. Oh, I forgot to write the total here. So our total of expenses for this 2-week period for Ed's paycheck, because it covers this week's credit card bills and any bills that come up like gas and whatever payments are going through the account. And that's at 1,043. There you go. So that's 1,043 that's going through all of that. It's kind of messy, guys. I gotta find a better style in my budgets. Okay, so income. Income. All right, so we have $2,124. So that is the income that came in, and we're gonna take the 1,043 out. And that is going to leave us with $1,081 to work with. That is what is left on this payday. Isn't that fabulously wonderful? I think it is. I'm super excited for this. So this has been my Payday Thursday, my weekly budget review. This is the stuff that we spent on, this is the income we brought in, and that's the amount that's left. If you come back tomorrow, I will show you where we are putting the amount that's left. Very exciting. It's my favorite part, to play with the money that is left to make it work to our advantage. Because you want money to work in your advantage. Always, always, always. Anyway, if you're new here, thank you for coming by. If you are not and you're old and you followed me here, thank you for coming. And as I said, this is only showing up a day after. If you want to see it ahead of time, it's on my Patreon page. Please follow us there. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.